Hello everybody. I decided to make a series of videos for my fellow traders in order to demonstrate how easy it is to trade with wave with speed index. So this is going to be lesson number 1, but before we start, let me describe what speed index is. So speed index is a relevant number measuring the speed of the waist wave. So right here on this chart, these numbers displayed above and below the bars of each wave is the speed index number. So what does it mean? A high number identifies a slow wave, which means much more volume was needed in order to cover the specific pip distance. A small number identifies a fast wave, which means much less volume was needed in order to cover the specific distance. So the number itself means nothing and has to be compared with the previous wave speed indexes in order to have a meaning. For example, let's look at this chart and what we have on it. This is a UJ chart, 1 hour chart. So on this chart we have the following indicators. Here we have the volume as it is. Here we have the cumulative pip distance, and at the bottom we have the cumulative waist wave volume. So on the chart itself, instead of displaying the volume, the pip distance, we are only displaying the speed index. So this is an example of trend change. Look how it is now, if you able to read this chart properly, how it is to identify that the trend is going to change. So we are in a downtrend. So we are looking at the speed indexes 10.3, 5.2, 8.1, 3.7. Then we see a big number which is 19.5. So this is the first wave with a high speed index, and this is stopping volume. So in order for us to identify that the trend will change, we'll have to see after this that the down waves have also high speed indexes, which means they are slow waves. So from 19.5 we're going to 19.2, that's again a slow wave. Then we're going up with 11 and again 19, which means that every time the price tried to go down, the volume was big enough and the price movement was not that big. Therefore, we should be expecting a trend change after it breaks this significant level. And this is exactly what happened. Stop in volume, then the two down waves with high volume as we see here, but also high speed index, which means there was not significant price movement, means that the smart money was buying in the down moves and was buying again in the down moves. And then, boop, we go up and the trend has been changed. Now let's look at another example. This is an ideal break, and it's a break of a range on Euro USD, and it's spotted with the speed index. So in this case we are in a ranging environment. We're looking at the speed indexes 4.8, 9.4, 9.6, then we go to 11.9, then up 3.1, 7.8, 1.9, 14. So the down waves here have a high speed index. which means again that smart money is buying on the down moves. Now, in order to make sure that this is the case, we can confirm it with the 5 minutes. So on the next slide I will show what is happening in this area, in this yellow area, on the 5-minute chart. So this is the 5-minute chart. So as we were going down with speed indexes 4, 2.6, 2.4, 1.1, then the first up wave with significant big difference, it's right here, 5.2 speed index. Okay, that's the first high speed index from all the previous waves. Then on the down wave we see a 5.5, which means smart money is buying at the down move. Then on the up wave we go very easily, very fast. That's the 1.5 speed index. And on the down wave again, 4.4 speed index. That means smart money is buying again on the down move. And on the up move, a very small speed index. And then again, finally, at the end of this range, we're having another high speed index, 6.3. And we break with a 3.3, which is normal, is not high, is not too low. And on the retracement we are 3.5, which is higher than the up move. So again, after we broke, the smart money bought on the retracement, and here we go all the way up. This is a perfect example of an ideal break. This is a one way to make sure that when the break occurs, it's on the right direction and is not on the false wave. So when we break up, we need to see in the background most of the down waves to have a higher speed index than the up waves. Now let's look at another example. This is a trend continuation example. So right here we're in a downtrend, we're going down, and then we see a 7.8 speed index. The up is 6.3, the down one it's 3.6, so it's less than the previous one. So this is could be stopping volume, we don't know yet. So it could be stopping volume and for the trend to change, but as we will continue later on, we will see that this was not stopping volume, it was a temporary buying, and then sterling started again. So 6.6, 3.6, and then as we go up we get another high speed index at 8.6. So in order to make sure that this trend will continue, we can check the 5 minute, and let's look at the 5 minute. So this yellow area here, it's also noted here on the 5 minutes. So we're going down. We see 3.7 on the up move. We see a 3.3, we see a 3.9, we see a 5.2, 3.1, 3.7 and 4. So what it matters here is that when we see the break, we need to examine only the previous few waves, not the whole series. So because right here when the price is raging, you know, there are people, swing traders placing orders here or there, so volume is a bit distorted, but we need to see what's happening in the waves just after the break. So if we examine these last 3 waves, we can see this up wave had a very high speed index, the down wave very small, 1.7. The previous up wave 3.7, bigger than than this one, than 2.7, and also the one after that was at 3.1. So this confirms that this is a continuation. A further confirmation is this: as we go down, it goes down very easily with a 2.3, and then on the retracement we get a high speed index number, which means lots of volume but not big move, and the trend continues. So these were a few examples of how to trade with Waist Wave with speed index. Make sure you subscribe because more videos will follow, and if you're interested in this method of trading, you can download the demos of Waist Wave indicators that I just previously showed to you for MT4 and MT5 from the following links. Thank you very much. Have a good night.